And we're live. Welcome to the Writer's Life, place to get the sights, sounds, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where to get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one exciting, informative video. All right, so soul-crushing jobs. Why do I talk about this? Because one of the reasons one becomes a writer or an artist or a musician or any of that stuff is because we're not comfortable with normal jobs. We don't want to do the 9 to 5, throw on the tie or whatever, and do the rush hour traffic, go to the office, slog it out there for 9 hours, and then rush hour traffic back and just drink yourself to death for the rest of the night because you hate yourself. But I knew early on that the 9 to 5, 9 to 6, Saturdays, 9 to 1, you get Sunday off whether you like it or not. I knew it wasn't for me, like from almost the get-go. When I got out of college, I was groomed, all through high school and college, I was groomed for my dad's construction business, as everybody knows. And I never really thought about it. I just was like, I think they kind of like it was expected of me to do this job, to go into it and take it over. And then there'd be another generation and another and that kind of thing, And and I'll never forget, like when I graduated college, my father said, you have 2 weeks off. You could take 2 weeks off to mess around, whatever you want to do. All my friends were going to Europe and stuff like that, and I couldn't go, which was kind of a bummer. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm constantly traveling today. But anyway, so I show up at the office on my appointed day. I'm still living at home at this point, which was a mistake. My father would wake me up. Plus, he's my boss. It was just like, I'll never forget it. My first day, like it was like the job for like the first thing I was starting to learn was like how to go over bills, and then like you had to like match the bill with like the quantity of the material that was actually delivered to the job site, and you did that for like 2 hours, and then there was other stuff you had to do, like, with crunching numbers and all sorts of stuff like that. The only thing I did enjoy was actually going out to the job sites and visiting them. But since I was like the boss's son, a lot of the supervisors like didn't want anything to do with me, that kind of thing. I'd get like the cold shoulder and all that shit, like boss's spoiled college kid and all that, it was a drag. But some of those guys were really good to me too. So, but in any case, it was about 2 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm like, this is not going to be for me. I almost felt like I was getting sick, and I stuck it out for a few years, more than a few years before. I had started to become a freelance writer at the same time, and I knew that was the direction I was going to go. But I needed money. I had like a wife, and we had a couple of little babies, and so I had to stick it out for a while, and like every day that passed, I was just getting more and more sick of that lifestyle of the 9 to 5. It was just crushing my soul. It was almost like I was being irradiated a little bit every day. And so when I finally made the decision to go to writing school, which was hard, it was hard for 2 years. I was still working and at school full time and freelancing, so like there was no sleep. But when I got out of that, and I was maybe 31 or whatever, and got my first big writing contract, I was finally able to quit that lifestyle for good. And it was the best thing that could have ever happened. I mean, I've had ups and downs since, that's for another video, but it's a strange thing. Because it's a strange thing when you come to realize like this multi-million-dollar business, which could make me rich give me country clubs, give me, maybe a house up on a lake, give me like nice cars. My wife won't have to work, and she could just hang out with her girlfriends all day, and give me that suburban American dream life. It's a strange thing when you realize it's not for you. It's not for me. It's not. It's something I'm going to give up, and I'm gonna enter into a business that you don't know if you're going to be making money from one month to the next. You really don't. And but I would never trade it up for anything in the world. I am comfortable. I don't even consider this work. Like I keep harping on. It just is. This is what I was made to do. It's cost me a couple marriages, cost me a couple relationships, but you know, this is what I am. This is what I do. You know. So, and that's fodder for another video, I guess, as well. And my sons are following in the same footsteps, and so is my daughter. So go figure. All right. I hope you guys enjoying your Sunday, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And ciao, ciao.